My name is Karen Strauss. I'm the founder and publisher of Hybrid Global Publishing. Today, we're going to be talking about building your platform. So I want to introduce my good friend, Ken Course, who is the founder of Explore Momentum. Ken, can you talk about Explore Momentum?
Right. Well, first I want to ask you a question because you've gone through 4 videos now where you're talking about how to write your book, how to publish your book. So that's the hard part. The hard part's done now, right?
Really?
Right. So my company actually specializes in marketing and building the platform you're talking about. So what we do is we really say, great, you've got a book, and now you're really kind of at the beginning of the race. You're at the same place that only a select few people ever actually get to, which is now how do we take that book and we get the publicity we want? We start using it to generate more sales of our book. We start using it to generate leads for our business, or really just build a following or a community if you're a fiction writer. So there are lots of different ways to do it, but most people didn't realize when they wrote the book, now all of a sudden we have to start marketing that book.
True, and just one piece also is even before you start writing the book, you really should determine who your ideal reader is and what your mission for the book is, and that will help someone like Ken help you focus on executing the promotional plan that will reach the people that will actually read your book.
Right, and what's interesting is you talked about the 3 models, and I love that because it's similar when it comes to marketing too. You can be a self-marketer, a self-made business person, or entrepreneurial, where you say, great, I've got my book, I'm going to work around the clock to get publicity, to generate leads, to get buyers. So that means all the parts of building the platform in that model are going to be, how do I promote myself? So the good news for you is there are so many different platforms that you can use to promote yourself now. You have Facebook, YouTube, you mentioned Amazon as part of this course, that's very true as well. So lots of different ways to promote, but remember, Amazon is just a store, and that's what a lot of people forget. It's like when you walk into Walmart, Walmart really, they have some rhyme or reason for where they put stuff, but in general, if you want to be promoted really highly at Walmart, you've got to have the deal, you've got to have the relationship. Amazon does really nothing to promote you.
Really nothing.
And if you want them to promote you, you either have to pay them or you have to do all the promotional work to get you to sell really well. So platform is just a really fancy word to say, how am I going to get more readers to my book? How am I going to do all the things that are necessary to generate more book sales?
Okay.
Over the past 20 years, what do you think is the platform that's helped sell the most books worldwide?
I think being on Oprah is gold.
Right. So think of it this way. You can go find those shows, you can find those platforms. Now it's Ellen instead of Oprah who's doing all that stuff. But really, you've got to say, all right, that's the big dream for most authors was to be on Oprah. And how are we going to do that? Well, the sad part is Oprah doesn't have a television show anymore.
No.
And in this case, the way you've got to think about it is you have to either find channels with people who have your readers, or you have to create it for yourself. So self-publishing is the way you do that. Then there's hybrid marketing, the same way you would describe hybrid publishing. Hybrid marketing means you come up with the strategy, or you get coached or trained on how to do the strategy, and then either a team will do some of it for you, or they'll guide you through the process of what to do. So I've done that with a lot of clients where we say, great, here's the plan, go do it. And there'll be a lot of people who'll say, great, I don't know how to do that, I'm not going to do that, I need a marketing company. And that's where you get into the more traditional marketing space of saying, great, I want publicity, I want radio interviews, I want television, I want someone to do all this social media work for me. And that's the more traditional marketing form of, we go out, we hire someone who does all that work for us. And let me tell you, we could record hours and hours of video about how to market. But what I want to do in this video is just give a few really simple tips to say, all right, what do I do? So first and foremost, okay, so the book itself is really a piece of content that you can use 100 different ways. When you have a book, you don't just have a book. For example, if you read the book out loud, you have an audiobook. If you record portions of it on video and use that, you now have little trainings or little content that you can use from the book. So most people get overwhelmed with like, great, I have a book and then I have to do all this other work. Well, use the book. Use the book to develop your platform. Talk about the book. The greatest strategy I've ever seen for a lot of book sales is what is called the reading room strategy of once you've sold the book, then you sell a book with you reading it and it's like special features. You then talk about what else do you need to know, deepen it.
Interviews with the author.
Right.
You can do an enhanced ebook, which will also include videos or special offers that links, hyperlinks to various websites that will educate people. I wanted to say one thing though, also is before you even write your book, we do something called crowdsourcing.
Mm-hmm.
So crowdsourcing is get your friends on Facebook and Twitter and maybe get 20, 25 people at the most and start sending them chapters of your book. Give them the title and send them a chapter and get some feedback from them. See what, if this is a topic that would be of interest to them, what would they like to see in the book, and so even offer them a free autograph book or picture with the author at the end as a reward, if you will, for being a participant. And you will find what happens with that. They will become your greatest evangelists for your book when it's done.
Right.
And they will use their platforms of Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, wherever they're strong, and they're going to help you sell your book.
Exactly right. And then the second thing is that I would urge you to consider is, so first we said, use your book in every way that you can. Repurpose your book. Make that the center of your platform, but not the only thing. Then the second thing is I want you to follow up on what she said, so I'll make that step too, which is use your friends, your family, your networks, your people, give them the chapters, have them go out and start promoting the book and all that good stuff as well. And then the third thing that I would say, and this is the most important step of all, I should have made it number one, is do not wait until your book is done to start selling it. So the second you really have a good outline, or you know you're going to write that book, or you have the approved proposal, really at that point start selling. Start letting people know, in a few months the book is going to be launched, or whatever your target is. Don't wait, because once you've done that, a lot of times you've lost the ability to do a book launch, which is where generally you'll sell the most books, and saying, great, my book's going to be out a month from now, my book's going to be out 2 weeks, and there's lots of reasons to get people excited about the book coming out. If you're doing it all after the book has launched, it's much more difficult because I can go get it anywhere. There's nothing special about it now.
Right, and you feel like insiders.
Right.
You feel like insiders. If they can get your book, on a certain date, they're going to know. It's a great time to do an Amazon bestseller campaign.
Exactly.
So you've got all your evangelists, all your friends, and your mailing lists. They know now to go on Amazon, buy the Kindle book for 99 cents. Put it on a significant discount,
right.
And then you become an Amazon bestseller.
Right. And so one last thing I wanted to do for everyone here today, you and I have been working on something that we've yet to reveal to the world, and I want to reveal it now because there's a lot of you who want to know this. How do you figure out how to get the book done? How do you put the proposal together? What type of publishing do you use? What type of marketing do you need? How do you put the business together? So together we're about to launch a program, and we're going to give you a special pre-sale bonus when you sign up for the program. We're going to cover all the details from start to finish. How do you get your book done from idea to execution? And so go ahead, check out that link below, all the info about the program, and get involved and work with us, and we're going to train you on how to take it all to market and hopefully have a great success in what they do. So awesome. So thank you so much for having me as part of this today.
My pleasure.
And we'll talk to all of you soon.
Bye.